All right, so we're live, guys, and welcome to the Monday Live. I haven't been live in a couple weeks, so see the little whistle smoke over the hill there. Hope everyone's having a good night, and welcome back. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you so much, Life with Roscoe. Proud to be back this one night, and first comment of the evening, we got Brian Cahill. They have Ed. It says Ed Iceberg. So this is the new YouTube format. It kind of breaks the names apart and all that. We also had Mr. Shades Trains. Hello, hello. Just saw Mr. Shades comment on one of the shorts I just posted, so that was pretty cool. We also had Bob. What's up, everybody? Rail fan Roger, Matt, how's it going? Rail Stalker Adventure. Hello, hello. Just doing random stuff. Hello. And Chuch's Train. So yeah, what's up, everybody? And Life with Roscoe, thank you so much, man, for the $20, man. That means a lot. It does help pay for keeping the lights on and all that towards the channel. So thank you so much. Glad to be back this one night this week. So we had off today for Veterans Day. So that also brings me to another topic. Any of my veterans watching the channel tonight or watching the replay or any of my videos in the future, thank you so much for your service. It means a lot to me. I always reach out to our veterans. I work with a lot of veterans as well. Awesome people, have great friends that are veterans. So thank you all so much for your service, your time, your commitment. And it just means the world to me. So thank you, guys. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. I'm aware of that, but we moved the holiday, which you can do with certain union jobs. You can move holidays from, certain days or whatever to make a longer weekend. That's what we did for this weekend. So tomorrow, Tuesday, Veterans Day, was moved to today, Monday, which is just a normal day, other than we got the live stream on today. So thank you all so much for stopping in so far. And also thank you to our veterans out there. Said thank you all so much for your service. To get into it, we haven't been live in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So I thought about doing some live streams from the hotel room and all that, because I have been on the road for the railroad work that I've been doing. Just haven't come up with a format or what we can do. And I'm still working on trying to stream from my computer to do like a screenshot. Maybe we could do some like rail fan stuff or what do you call it? Like virtual rail fan looking or watching, or we could also bounce around and maybe do some train simulator. So that's the one thing that I've been trying to work out to do extra content. Because even though I don't do live streams all the time, it does hurt the channel. It also hurts the community that we have for the last 4.5 years trying to build. So it really means a lot. What's up, the Waysider Railroad? KRJ, what's up, Ken? What's up, Matt? Sticker on the community post looks good. Hey, so that community post sticker, one of my coworkers at work made those up using, I think, Chat GPT. So it's an AI sticker. So he made a bunch for his channel, and his channel is called Log Cabin Firewood. So if anyone's interested, I know we have people that live all over the world in the channel. My buddy's channel at work, Log Cabin Firewood, he does a lot of wood splitting tutorials, log splitter, anything lumber, like firewood lumber related, he does on his channel. And he runs a wood boiler. So he prepares like all spring and summer long to get ready for the winter, because he runs his property using a wood furnace boiler. It's pretty cool. So if you're interested in that stuff, I know I've got friends out here that maybe live off the grid or are interested in something like that. Go check out Log Cabin Firewood. And so I can find his channel real quick. But he's one of my fellow railroaders. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see, Log Cabin. Here we go. Here's the channel right here. On YouTube, Log Cabin Firewood. Go check him out, guys. He's another fellow railroader that on the side he does YouTube, so it's pretty cool. Different, totally different subject and all, but I think that's so cool that he's able to put content out there. Lots of great comments coming in. What's up, everybody? Made a quick trip to Fort Wayne. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yes, happy birthday. And thank you all, like I said, thank you all veterans for your service, and just means the world. We were Sir Fine Punch. Well, you're retired, Railroad, so you've been through it, man. I'm still getting started. I'm still sinking my teeth into that ballast, you know. And actually, about a month from tomorrow will be my 3-year anniversary at the railroad. 3 years. So it's gone by quick. Got to meet Jamie a couple days ago. Pioneer Tunnel, very cool. Yeah, this is the new setup for the live stream. It like splits the names up and everything. I'm not really used to that. Is there a way to like revert it back to? There's no way to like put it back to what it used to be. So I don't know. I have no idea. Trying to put my music down. Won't let me go that far down. Oh well. But anyways, guys, I'm glad to be here for the live stream. And tonight we're running a Long Island Railroad PRR passenger set. Mixed bunch. Just squint really hard, and the passenger cars will say Pennsylvania Railroad. Maybe on your guys' end. It's just a different setup. Oh, it froze. We have internet up here, which is good. We got solid internet. Oh, was that? Oh, it's Strasburg. Yeah, we made a detour to Strasburg. That was fun. Yeah, so Ken, I missed out on Allentown, and the Allentown show for the past couple years, in my opinion, has been almost equivalent or better than York. And the only reason why I say equivalent or better than York, I've gotten better deals at Allentown of recent than the York show. And part of the reason why I believe that is that we've all seen it. I think people jack prices up for the York show because they know people are there to spend money. But the Allentown show is more of a localized show. It's also right before Christmas. So a lot of people want to sell and make money towards their Christmas gifts or Christmas purchases or trips or family. And it's in a great spot because it's before Thanksgiving. So it gives people time to like get their stuff ready. So I don't know if anyone agrees with that or not, but I've gotten some fantastic deals at Allentown the last 3 years I've been going there. So that's just my opinion. But the York show, I've gotten great deals, especially this year. I had 2 amazing purchases. One of them is behind the camera. The Mallet has not come off the layout ever since York. I run this thing. It's becoming like a daily driver up here. The Allegheny is on my chair to my left. Great runner and all. I just haven't ran it a whole lot since the video. The Mallet just has the sounds in it and stuff. I just let it sit there and just let it chuff. And it could honestly put me to sleep. Oh, the cats are good. They're doing good. They're asleep downstairs somewhere. Strasburg camera's coming back. That's a plus. I do miss my Strasburg cam, especially the one at Paradise, just because it's cool. It's cool to tune into. I've worked on the Keystone a lot. I helped put in 30 some miles of track. Well, more than that each way on the Keystone my last couple years on the railroad. So the Keystone's cool. I love seeing stuff move on the Keystone. Did better at Timonium than York. Wow. What's up, Glenn? How's it going? Local shows. Yeah. So the next local show for me, it's not really local anymore. It's closer to where I grew up, would be, I guess, the Greenberg show in Timonium, Maryland. That used to be my Christmas, pretty much my Christmas show. Right before Christmas, Timonium, Greenberg show. But I went last year with Nikki, and it was like pretty empty. It was really sad. It's pretty empty, and then there's like people trying to hunt you down to buy a new roof, buy like siding. There's like a beef jerky stand and a fudge stand, and I'm like, I'm here to shop around for toy and model trains. I don't feel like being pestered if I need a new roof or not, or remodeled windows and stuff. You guys have probably seen that at shows, and that is one thing. I get it. They're trying to hustle, but a lot of people at a train show aren't interested in putting on a new roof to their house. They don't even want to think about a new roof or new windows. They just want to buy their trains and leave. So, yeah, they're turning into more of like just a shenanigans show. It's kind of sad. Got some great deals at Allentown. Have you seen the all new? I have not seen that. What's up, Dave? How's it going? Boyertown, PA. That's a little far, but I'm sure that's going to be a good show. A lot of browsing shows, Western New York. Oh, yeah. PA. Okay, I would say Pennsylvania's got the best. We got the best train shows, other than like the what do they call it? The Big E show up north, Amherst. The Big E, as everyone called it. So that show was cool. Amherst was very cool. I bought a lot of cool stuff there. Didn't go too crazy, but that's in February, I believe, or January. I think it's February. But I remember being darn cold, like really cold, and I wore shorts and a t-shirt and a hoodie or something because I was worried about being too hot. Because everyone told me, all my friends that have been going there, were like, yeah, dude, it's super hot, like dress light. So I'm walking around, it's like 20 degrees out in shorts and like a throw over hoodie or whatever, pullover. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So good thing I've got this hair to keep me warm, right? Need an opinion. Uh-oh. But yeah, the train shows of PA have been spectacular. Maryland still has the Great Scale Show, which is pretty awesome. Not going to lie. I love the Great Scale Show. Gotten some great deals there. And also just seeing different layouts. Like I have a cousin that he's in the Z Gauge, and his club is always at every other Great Scale Show. It's really cool to catch up with him and see what they do in Z scale. It's pretty amazing. Amherst is a little far for me too. I made the drive last winter. It was wild, absolutely wild. But yeah, it's definitely a good show. Oh, what's up, DB Tech? I just saw you in here. Prefer N scale. N scale, I will say N scale is a lot of fun. I just, man, I wish I had space. So I always looking at, new houses and such for, expanding, my train empire. But that would be interesting to have. I'm not really interested in HO at all, just because it's not for me. But I do appreciate HO. I will film and watch HO. I love it in the fact that it's like a miniature wonderland, but I like the O scale stuff from a modeler's perspective, and just it's a little bit larger to work on. N scale is fun, but what I'd love to have would be a like traditional layout for my pre-war stuff, my post-war stuff to run on, and then possibly get like an N scale loop to run some stuff on, and then have a giant O scale Empire. So that would be my future plans, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Yes, we still have the York show, even though it's everyone that has been to York. I hear it every year from the older TCA members. It's not as good as it used to be. I hear it all the time, but still a good show. Excellent show. And without York, I wouldn't have met some of my greatest friends in this hobby. Lego, yeah, the Lego layouts are awesome. Very impressive, especially at Amherst. They have the giant Lego layout. Someone, what was it? What do you think of 614? So 614 is cool. It's an interesting engine. I don't know where it's going to run after, well, other than it going back home to run. But I know 614 is a very heavy engine. It's, from what I heard, it's heavier than like 611. So I'm not sure how many test fires, test runs it's going to have at Strasburg before they send it away. It's a big engine. It's going to destroy the track up there. So it would be cool to see 614 run that one, maybe whatever weekend they're done fixing it or whatever week they do it. That would be cool. If they even test run it up there, they could just say, hey, just, it's got to go. We got to ship it out. So that's the other thing too. So it's hard to say, but 614 is pretty cool. S or standard? Okay, so that's a great question. So your S gauge stuff is very tempting because of American models, but my issue would be getting down that rabbit hole of so many different scales, I guess. So yeah, I would say I would stick to O gauge and O scale. Maybe like an N scale loop as a loop around like the ceiling or something, just for fun. Allentown was awesome. What's up, dude? How's it going? Veranda turbine at York. Nice. Very cool. J3A. Which one's that? MTH diesels do not have the necklace chains. Oh, the chain wallet, as I call them. I call them the chain wallet. One of my buddies used to say that. He's like, oh, look, the train has a chain wallet. So some of them do. I think some of the steam engines do. They have the chains on the wheels and all that. Distant cousins. They look very similar. Hey, what's up, Dave? How's it going? Veranda turbine. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. But Life with Roscoe, you said S or standard. I would like at least one standard gauge set for under the Christmas tree type of deal. That would be like a very special like Christmas train. That would be the only like standard gauge that I would want, because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Like I saw my buddy Sean that used to have a lot of standard gauge. I could see how easy it would be to go down that rabbit hole of like tracking down all the old buildings, the accessories, the roundhouses. So it'd be really cool just to have a standard gauge set to run under the Christmas tree and then make that a very special thing. So like when that train comes out, it's Christmas time, that type of thing. So that would be my take on standard gauge. Of course, display it. I would have to display. I can't put a standard gauge engine in a box. That's like a sin. But I would display a standard gauge engine, run it for Christmas, put it back on the shelf, and enjoy a lot of O scale. But I do love all the scales. I don't hate any scale. I just have my preferences of what I like running. 614 with 3 cars. Yeah. What's up, Timothy? How's it going? Ran the turbine Saturday. First time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think they had anyone running turbines. I don't think so. That makes sense. O is the best. Well, I like all trains, but we have lots of viewers in here that run all different stuff. But O is my favorite to run and operate and fix. But honestly, if I wasn't an O scale guy, I'd probably get into S over top of HO. What's up, William? How's it going? It's a shelf queen. Oh, no. G scale stuff. I had at one point, I owned every scale except Z and S at one point. I had N scale, HO, O scale, G scale, and then I thought we had a standard gauge train, but no, we didn't. So I had a lot of scales growing up. What's up, Loose Trains? How's it going? Going for a whole train board circle around. Oh, God, unsatisfying. Oh, no. Let's see. Z N H O S O. Oh, yeah, and you have the one gauge, too. Or gauge 1. Oh, man. So many great comments in here. So, yeah, tonight, guys, let's fire up a train. So it's almost 7:30 here. Is it 7:30? It feels like it's so much later. I'm still adapting to the time change that was last weekend, I believe. So I'm still recovering. Yeah, the American model stuff is wild. This stuff looks so cool. Let's give her some power here. Let's see. 16, 18. All right, so on the tracks tonight, we're running an engine I had to fix. And you guys might have been here, or some of you may have been here when the lights burned out. Let's bring her in. So this is my Lionel PRR Atlantic, number 460, the Limburg Special. It's a decent engine, but I think we're going to run mostly passenger engines tonight. Just have the whole passenger set on the tracks. Oh, God, is that Amtrak logo in the background? Which one? Yes, there are 2 Amtraks side by side on the shelf. All right. So this lovely engine right here, guys, I was running this about a couple months ago, and then I found out that the marker lights up front right here decided to burn out. So I took this whole thing apart, and I was actually going to do a video on it, but it was such a pain to put back together because there are so many wires and boards and smoke units and just everything everywhere in this engine. It was going to be a mess of a video if I did that. So just wanted to show you guys what I did. So the marker lights on the plow or the pilot, these appear to be dummy marker lights. So these were not lit originally, but up top, the 2 green markers, those were like really small junk LEDs. And I'm assuming that they shorted out to the frame. They both blew out. So what I did was I ran Eva model or Eve model LEDs, and they're just green LEDs. I ran them through the markers on each side and then tied them into the headlight circuit. So the headlight circuit anyways is all grounded. So the headlight is grounded to the same as the marker lights on the same circuit. The marker lights originally had a separate power supply, I'm assuming for directional lighting, but the directional lighting on this engine isn't the best. And the weirdest thing ever is that Lionel, for the rear, they put a little red marker light instead of an actual backup lamp. So I thought that was kind of weird. Oh, what side smoke fluid? Great question. Tonight we are running Apple Harvest. So that is an excellent question here. And this engine smokes better out the whistle than it does the stack. Get rid of ads. Blue Comet, what's up? That's awesome. That's very cool. And these are my custom painted Long Island Railroad coaches. And they got people in them and everything. Get you guys a little bit lower here. Hey, you're welcome. The butterscotch fluid, I might have. Oh no, I got a couple other ones though. A couple other different flavors. Yeah, this is number 460. It's the Washington to New York Lindbergh special. What's up, Tom? Yeah, I got to get a better PRR set of cars. I bought the K-Line set. They all need new trucks. So I've had this Long Island set for a while. And if you squint hard enough, Long Island turns to Pennsylvania Railroad. So I've ran these for a while. But I weathered them up and added people. I think there's only one more car to this set that I need. Yeah, this whistle's pretty cool. It's not my favorite sounding Pennsylvania whistle, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to give her some speed. There we go. Yeah, Balloon Omni, you need a DC motor, but you can use a bridge rectifier to take the track power from AC to DC. Get some good chuff sounds going. I will say Lionel does have a great steam engine sound for their chuffs and all that. It sounds really deep. Yeah, this one's the legacy one. Said let it rip.
Dispatcher, the main line all clear. Over. Yes, you have a clear track. Over. Very good. That'll keep us moving south.
Yeah, there's that lovely legacy crew talk right there. I'm surprised they didn't do like a special like Lindbergh sound set or something. A Weaver Redding G-Class. Yeah, Weaver made some great, excellent Redding stuff. They're also one of the only ones that did the Wooten fireboxes on steam engines. unless it's like the Angus or the triplex. White Whale DC and needs Blunami. First time. So Blunami doesn't look that difficult, but I'll just be honest with you guys. I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a neat platform, especially for upgrading. But I just don't know how far it's going to go. And my only fear with Blunami is that one day the app isn't going to work, or they're going to drop it. And that's the only reason why I haven't done Blunami yet. I get it. It's through Soundtracks or whatever. They're a big company, but all it takes is them to say, hey, we're not renewing the app contracts anymore, and Blunami's gone, and you need to keep an old cell phone around to run it. So that's the only thing. And if Blunami could run conventional, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But because it relies on the technology of a phone, that's my only thing. So if my TMCC base would die right now, God forbid, I could still run this engine conventionally, and then any of my Protosound 1, 2, and 3 stuff, I could run it all conventionally. And that's the only reason why I haven't done Blunami. And I also hate being tied to a cell phone. I would probably weather. I could weather this one. We'll see. I have another Atlantic I like to weather first, and we can run that. It's my MTH 460. But what I did was I took the old Lionel TMCC and I threw in Protosound 3 after the boards died in it. But this one works great. This is a Legacy. A little bit of a problematic engine at first, but we settled our differences. It runs now. Plans for our base 3. Yes. We'll see, but it's not a priority at the moment. But yeah, eventually I'll get a base 3. Third Rail is starting to offer Blunami. It's good. I just wish they'd come up with a way to run, like I said, conventionally, in case everything gets shut down or they don't support it anymore. It's my only concern. What's up, Strasburg? How's it going? What's up, ES? Hopefully you're having a good night. I'm all set on a lot of the Blunami steam engine sounds. I think they're pretty cool for what you get, but I've heard some really tinny sounds. So I've been looking up ways to add in a what do you call it? A mixer or sound mixing board. So maybe I could push some more bass. So Doc would know what I'm talking about. So basically I'm looking up guitar input. What is it? A channel EQ for guitars that requires an 8-volt battery or 9-volt battery. So I've been looking up getting one of those and possibly adding that to a tender. So if I can run that off of track power with a power board or a bridge rack, that would be really cool because then I could get more bass and stuff out of the sounds that Blunami and stuff are offering, even MTH for larger tenders. So that is my next little experiment I'll be doing on a future upgrade. But right now, I'm sort of halting back from upgrades. I've got some other priorities going on right now. But probably after Christmas, I'm going to start heavily experimenting with sound to try to get more out of these little soundboards, because I think it'd be so cool. Like Lionel does a great job with the bass. I mean, you can hear this has a nice bass sound to it. So, like, I don't know what Lionel does for their sound chips, but I wish I could pull more out of like an MTH engine to get more bass. Hey, what's up, Scott? Good to see you as well. RDL might have something. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do some experiment. I love sound. So when I was doing sound engineering and stuff, I'd always push the limits of stuff just to see how far things could go. Whoops. I'm actually going to throw on my MTH 460, or it's really a Lionel, but I just put Proto Sound 3 in it just to give this engine a break for a little bit. Yeah, it's getting warm because it's got the whistle smoke unit works great, but it just gets super hot and I don't want to cook anything. I'll set this on the shelf. And here's So this is like literally the same exact tooling, just the TMCC variation. And it's got Proto 3 in it. Just because the original 460s that Lionel came out with, for some reason, they were just a little too early. It did not have cruise yet. It's kind of annoying, but let's do a little bit brighter color. There we go. That and also my bell is somewhere in one of my totes. I have to find the bell. But let's see. Give her some power. And also added some other personal touches to this. So you can see the firebox glow is like really glowing. So because the firebox is open, I've got a guy shoveling coal right there. So kind of give it some animation because the firebox door is open. So we got a guy shoveling coal right there. And then also added my own coal load. This is actual real anthracite coal that's been grounded up and just glued into place. So give it a little bit of extra pizzazz right there. So let's find our engine real quick. And I forgot what whistle's in here. Hey, Matt, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. Oh, it says no new engines. Uh-oh. We totally missed the startup. Oh, no. This engine smokes like crazy. It's awesome. Yeah, shoveling coal in a mainline steam engine had to be absolutely horrible. Yeah, I mean, look at this smoke. Yeah, Stoker is a lifesaver. I don't know what smoke flow this is. I'm thinking it's like blue spruce. I think it's blue spruce. Yeah, post-war smokers are fun. Yeah, I think this is blue spruce smoke. Switch you guys over to the other side of the layout here. There we go. Yeah, this one was a lot of fun to put the boards in. There's not a lot of space, but the MTH boards are just small enough to fit with the speaker. And I was worried that the top of this one was short out. So what I did was, I think I put in like some foam on the top of the board, so it couldn't touch the top of the shell of the tender. It's a really short tender on these, but it's a great runner. The whistle you have trouble with, not the main stack. Okay. Yeah, take it apart and try to clean them out, because the Lionel whistle smokes like. So the Atlantic we just ran from Lionel, the vertical smokestack for the front is a disaster. They do not smoke that well. But the whistle smokes great, but sometimes you get clogged up and you have to clean them out. Under the sand dome. Yeah, they tend to hide those whistle smoke at all different places nowadays. Yeah, so my Mikado, you load the whistle smoke through the smokestack. It shares the same smoke unit. Same with the Strasbourg Camelback that I have, it shares the same stack. Part of me wants to fire up the. Oh man, that'd be kind of fun to do. So on the channel, you guys haven't seen the Mallet run during a live stream, and part of me wants to fire up the Mallet just so we can run it with a passenger train. Be kind of fun. Or we can run the Allegheny with a passenger train. That'd be kind of ridiculous too. Your Empire, do what you want. Oh man, that would be kind of fun. It'd be like a scenic railroad. Dreyfus Hudson back. The 5-volt died. Oh no. Yeah, so my J1E, the 5-volt board is starting to go on it, and it's so sad because I don't want to do it. I don't want to replace it. But that might be one of the engines. If I upgrade it, I'll put one of those like base units in it. Yes. Yeah, Don, that's how my current Atlantic, or the older Legacy that I have, that's what you do. S1 pulling Strasbourg. I think it'd be kind of funny. Here, we'll get the Mallet pulling a passenger train. Here, let me slow down the. Bring you guys back over. Yeah, this thing is a monster smoker for what it is. Oh, yeah. For sure. Of course, it's going all right towards the smoke detector. Oh, yeah. So my favorite thing when I do an upgrade with MTH engines, either from Lionel or MTH, I'll actually wire the what do you call it? The Firebox Glow to track power right off the rollers, so I can tell when I'm getting track power to the engine through the rollers or not. So you guys can see that red glow in my hand. So that's one of the things that I do, just to try to. You guys can see that right there. So if you think you're not getting power to your engine, this confirms it when it's red, right on the track. Hey, what's up, buddy? Log cabin fire. Oh, what's up, man? Monster Smoker. Thank you so much, man. I mentioned you earlier on the live stream. So there's a fellow Railroad brother, guys. Go check out his channel. Like I said, he does a lot of tutorials with everything firewood to get your house nice and hot and live off the grid, with your own heat and water heat source. It's pretty awesome. If I had the space in the land, I would do it. But right now I'm in my means. I don't have space to do that, but future house for sure. But thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, the next engine's not as good as a smoker, but we turn the track power off real quick. There we go. Take this one back to the shelf. And we'll run. Oh yeah. This is going to look ridiculous, but I love it. Oh, yeah. Got to have a Mallet. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Let's see. So many wheels. All right, bring her up. And couple. All right, I think we're fired up here. See what happens here. No, so if I short out, you can sometimes feel it. Like I was working on, it's actually a great question. So I was working on an old AC motor today for a pre-war. The locomotive was built in 1926. And if I touched the secondary coil, got a little bit of a zap. So I think it's because the oil in my hands. So that I felt that for sure. But it's running command mode. It's 18 volts AC through the track. So yeah, if you touch both rails, you can sometimes feel it if your hands are sweaty or you got oil on your hands or something like that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of older trains. From the old days, some of them would run right through wall power. You plug up a rheostat. So it's pretty sketchy. We've come a long way in model railroading compared to the old days. But yeah, here we go. It's going to look absolutely ridiculous, but here we go. My hair stands up. I've only been shocked a couple times. I plugged in an old set of Christmas lights that I found in a box when I was a kid, and probably 120 volts right to the hand. That hurt pretty bad, but that was fun. I learned my lesson. Don't plug in old crusty Christmas lights. whistle on this one. If you guys take apart any of those old whistling tenders from K-Line, I think there's like a 50-volt capacitor, like this giant capacitor thrown in there. And I knew the circuit was charged up. I discharged with a screwdriver and it actually arced over the screwdriver and pitted it. And I'm like, man, this is no good. I don't want this on my trains. Yeah, you see guys like, it'd be like Transformers free. And you look at it, it's like an old cloth wiring. And they said, works great. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I'm going to stream for next half hour or so. Jump off here at, 8:30. So, Lionel Legacies are now the Atlantics. $900. Oh, dear God. I paid, I'll be honest with you guys. The Atlantic I bought that just ran, not the MTH upgraded one, but my Legacy, I think I paid like $350 for it. And the gentleman who sold it to me was through eBay. Super nice guy. He knew who I was from the channel. And he's like, look, it's not the best runner. It's not the best smoker. It has some issues. He's like, that's why I did the deal, $350, take it or leave it. And it runs great. I've put a lot of work into it, but I really appreciate their honesty. And I don't know if they were scared that I was going to do like a bad review or something, but I absolutely love that Atlantic. It's a great runner. It's a little problematic, but it works. It works great for what I've done to it, and that's crazy. $900. A little steep. Test gloves. That's like the old Pennsylvania Railroad electric traction gloves you see in the museum. It's like this thick rubber, and then they have the glove tester. It's up at the Altoona Heritage Museum. They got the electrolysis glove tester, and I think what they do now, they X-ray stuff. They X-ray the boots, make sure they're cleats and all that, or what are those things called? I forgot what they call, but they X-ray the boots, make sure the metal's good in them, so you can climb. But I couldn't imagine climbing poles back then with these rubber gloves on. Oh, they cut through live, 120 power. Ouch. Yeah, it's like the Ace Frehley song, Shock Me. He got shocked on stage. It's pretty wild. All right, I'm going to send her back to the yard. I'm going to hook up one more engine for tonight. And, of course, we got to run a K4. Spaceman. Perfect. And that's the reason why that cut out like that, guys. It's on a dead track. So I've got my switching yard finally fixed and wired up. Push her back a little bit more. So it's really on a dead track. And then you grab well, let's see. Oh, you know what? We'll run the got to work with Ace. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I almost met Ace Frehley. That would have been fun. Yeah, why not? We'll hook up the camel. Yeah, these engines now, legacy camels that I picked up this one, oh God, 2 years ago. God, this thing was like $700. And it was used. And I will not disclose where I got it from, but they did not budge on price. It was used. Like someone bought it, and then like maybe their wife found out how much they paid for it, and they had to send it back. You know what I mean? And the guy at that shop would not give me a break on this engine. I was like, oh man, you're killing me. I think I paid close to $750, like full retail for it. But I wanted a Strasbourg engine that I could run, and this is what I got. So it's pretty wild. Yes. Well, hold up. If you touch your guitar strings to your microphone, yes. Poked you on your side. Oh, that's crazy. Let's pick a different whistle. There we go.
Dispatcher, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over. Please stand by. Out.
Nope, we're going. So you know what's crazy? If anyone's ever seen the Van Halen video of him using a drill on his guitar and doing that song, I think it's for Pound Cake. For the song Pound Cake, Eddie Van Halen uses a wireless or cordless drill, as we call it. And people tried that, and a lot of people got hurt because they used a corded drill, which would then ground out their drill, and you get one heck of a shock through your wall power. It has to be a cordless drill. If it's a wire drill, you're going to get shocked. And I heard back in the 80s, a lot of people tried that, it would have been the 80s, and they got themselves like really hurt. So you got to watch out for electricity on stage. I've been shocked through bad grounds, through microphones. Like when I go up to sing, when I was playing drums, I got my lips shocked because you got close to a mic, and bad grounding on the venue side of things. I've also gotten like weird feedback through one venue I played, they snuck up a trigger mic or some type of trigger setup on my bass drum. So every time I put the bass drum batter on the head, it would actually short something out and create a feedback loop. This is so weird. So I've had a little bit of everything happen. It's pretty wild. What year they stopped running camels? I think it was really early on. I think it was 50s. Well, no, sorry. I think it was like the early 40s. they stopped them. They outlawed them. Yeah, all the steam engines were gone in the 50s. Sorry, guys, I had a brain fart. But I think it was the 40s. But I absolutely love a Camelback. I think one of the last railroads to stop using camels was either Reading or C&J. Got to pick up passengers, you know.
Dispatcher, error is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Hold your position. Out.
Yeah, Strasburg, that's true. It's crazy. Camelbacks are actually built for speed. There we go. I haven't played drums in a while, but I would love to get a drum set, just not in my current living situation. But yeah, I'd love to mess around with drums and stuff if I had the space. But I was playing in a band for about 5-6 years, and then I was in a studio band before that. That's when all the whistles on here. Get some good speed. Tattoo Mike is a drummer too. Yeah, I sometimes miss playing drums, but the playing in a band and stuff it had its ups and downs, but it was always fun playing a show. Not gonna lie, but the thing is too, the reality of some of it too was that playing a show. So like right now, I have 43 people watching online, and it's your guys' choice to watch and everything. It means a lot. But when I was playing in a band, we would have to beg people to come out to shows or sell tickets and all that. And I thought I shouldn't have to beg people to come out to a show, but it's like if I post a video on here and also do live streams and such, more of an interactive experience, I feel like, it's a little bit, it's a lot less stressful. It's still performing in a way because you have to put on your best face and get on stage or get on the internet. So it's a little bit different than performing live, but it's like I've never sold 44 tickets to my band or sold thousands of tickets. For an instance, for a video I get thousands of views for. So it's like I get to perform, but it's a lot less stressful, and it's on my terms. I can post a video whenever I want. And also we've built this great community on the internet, through this channel, through other people's channels I'm friends with. I see people all the time at shows or at railroads, and it's been such a great experience. And compared to being stressed out about being on stage, or someone's going to steal my drums, in the parking lot, or I'm not going to get paid for a show, or I have to sell 30 tickets a person, or we're not going to be able to play, or the sound guy hates us, or what, like we had a power loss once in the middle of our set, and our set was only a 30-minute set. So you lose power, and they're scrambling around at this venue to turn the power back on. It's like, I'm just done. I'm done with that stuff. It was fun while it lasted. I enjoyed being on stage, but just the sheer stress of us, my band, we always did everything the right way. We were always the ones on time. We were always the most accepting. But when people messed with us, that's when it got hairy, because we would always say, like, hey, we're here on time. Like we had a group show up like 20 minutes before the end of the sound check, and we were told to show up early. So what we did was, once the sound guy says, hey, I need you here at 6:00, we show up at 5:00, just to alleviate all that stuff. And like I said, we would always do everything right. We were very professional, but I always hated when another band would show up and just take advantage of that, or look at us and be like, oh, you guys are a bunch of kids. And it was just weird drama like that. So I don't really deal with that on the YouTube sphere. There's drama in every space, but I don't deal with that type of stuff on the YouTube. There's other stuff, but it's a little bit more relaxing. And like I said, right now I got 40 plus people watching. I didn't have to sell any tickets. I didn't have to beg people to come out to my show. And it's a much better community here on the YouTube sphere. And I've met so many great people. I've met some of my greatest friends because of this hobby. And it's been so much better experience. That's why I haven't done a lot of music stuff, to be honest with you guys. But I do miss playing music sometimes, or sitting down, jamming to a tune or something with headphones on. Yes, I do miss that. I did have some great friends in the music sphere, but I feel like I've made a lot more connections in this world. Axl Rose. No. But it's funny. So that show was for opening for, so my band at the time, we opened for some big bands. The largest band following we opened for was Tracy Guns. So that was a big deal. So that show was the show that the people like showed up way late and set their stuff on the stage while we're in the middle of our sound check. It was just so stupid. It was for LA Guns. That's the band. So yeah, not far off from Axl Rose, but it was LA Guns. That was a good show. We had about 400 people because the other bands brought people. And then, of course, LA Guns has a decent following. So they filled out the venue. And then we opened for Jack Russell's Great White. Unfortunately, Jack has passed. I was able to meet Jack Russell. Really nice guy. And really surprised us from when we saw him arrive and everything. He put on a heck of a show. We were kind of nervous that it wasn't going to be a good show, but he did a great job and put on an excellent show. He used to play guitar, nerve damage left hand. Ouch. Ouch. That's always the worst. Keeps you up late at night. I enjoy drumming, but never had a real chance to learn. Cool to watch. Yeah, and nowadays there's so many different styles of drumming and different genres and all this stuff and what people like and what people don't like. Drumming is very so it's such a weird instrument because you have to adapt to every situation. And there's some bands and some types of music I just never got into, like really heavy, like death metal and all that stuff. I never really got into. Like the darkest stuff I'd get into would be like, like Dream Theater or some of the, I can't think of it. Like System of a Down or what's the heaviest stuff I ever listened to? Like Tool, that type of stuff, like progressional music. But I never really drummed to it. I just appreciate and only listen to it. So, but I did listen to a lot of Rush, a lot of classic rock stuff. And nowadays I got into like Ghosts, a couple other bands. So as a drummer, I learned to play a broad spectrum of music. But some of the really heavy stuff now, like when I was in high school, middle school, there's like a lot of pop punk. And I never really got into that type of drumming, but it's very high energy. I give him credit for that. It's just not for me. So that type of music. But as a drummer, I'd have to adapt to a little bit of everything. So it's pretty interesting. So it's funny. So Dwight, very interesting enough. So I went to see Guns N' Roses when they did Not in This Lifetime tour back in like 2016 or something, 2018. My buddy went, my whole band went with me, and we went to go see. So basically, it was Guns N' Roses with Axl Rose returning, and they were late. So the concert, I will say, it was one of the only concerts I ever left early. I was just so bored, and there was like no crowd interaction. It was sad, and I paid a lot of money for tickets. You know, I was very broke at the time, and I was working my butt off as a field inspector, and I was like, I raced back home, you know, got in the shower, went to DC, had to wait for one of my buddies to show up at a friend's house that I was staying at, and we both carpooled down to DC, paid like I think it was $30 to park, got in line, got like a $20 beer, sat down up in the nosebleeds, and tickets were $140 a piece. And it was just a boring show. Just, we left early. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was just really weird. And then the only crowd interaction they had, Axl Rose walked up to the stage and said, "How's everyone doing tonight?" And then he walked away. And I just was bored. I'm like, this sucks, man. I'm going home. But we heard all the major songs, of course. And, you know, he actually did, it was the same year Chris Cornell actually passed away. So they did a lot of Chris Cornell tribute music at that show. And they did like 2 songs of that, and then like they did another tribute for someone, and then after that, I'm like, dude, I'm bored. Let's go home. And plus, my buddy had like a 2-hour drive home, so it was pretty crazy. But yeah, music was fun. Do I enjoy this a little bit more? Certainly, yes. But I would miss playing drums and stuff. Having a drum set up would be awesome. I just don't have the space in this current property I'm at right now. But maybe the future would be great. Let's get some volume back on the train. We're gonna go live till about 8:30, guys. Woo! What's up, Brian Rock? Thanks for stopping in. Until it, that's cool. Yeah, Matchbox 20. I think my band almost opened for them for some. We were offered to open for them. That was a long time ago. Hey, Radar, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night as well. Yes, thank you to all our veterans and current service members, but thank you to our veterans. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. Marine Corps birthday. Nice. Love the different whistles in this engine. It's a fan favorite. Yeah, I would love a Redding Camelback. Trying to get the other whistle. That's pretty close to a Redding 6 chime. Oh man. But anyways, guys, just as a quick let's see if we get this camera over here really quick without making you guys sick. All right, so just as a couple housekeeping things. So there's a video up that will be up tomorrow. I just finished uploading that tonight. That will be up of a Lionel 248 that I did the wheel replacement on, just some DIY maintenance on it. So that engine turns 100 next year. So I thought it'd be really cool to do like just a restoration work to get it rolling again. So that video will be up tomorrow. It's a pre-war 1926, 1927 Lionel 248. And that will be up on the channel tomorrow. So if you're interested in taking apart pre-war stuff, it's pretty easy. All I did was clean the armature, the commutator plate, the brushes, lubricated everything. Then we also put new wheels on and then resoldered the headlight. But it's a pretty cool video because that engine or locomotive is about to be 100 years old, which is really crazy. So that video will be up on the channel tomorrow. I could post it tonight. I mean, we do have some time. I might do that. We'll just post it tonight. Once I get off of here, I'll like proofread it, and it might be up at like 9 o'clock. So hopefully it's not too late for everybody. I don't want to wake anybody up, but that will be the video for this week. We're starting to get into the Christmassy season, and I want to let you guys know I have some really big trips planned for this Christmas season for train layouts. So I plan on venturing out to Pittsburgh to film the Kennywood train layout. It's an O-scale layout. I've never been there before to see the train layout, but I have been there before to see like Kennywood. It's an amusement park. I love amusement parks. So I'll be up at Kennywood around the first week of December. So that video will be up very soon. Then also we've got some other plans. We'll also be refilming the Mechanicsburg train layout in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. They're doing a very special theming this year that I'll let you guys know at a further date, or maybe when the videos is posted up. That video will be filmed, 2 weekends from now. So not this weekend, the following weekend, I'll be up there filming. I'm going to get that video out there ASAP. It's going to be a big deal this year. They put a lot of money and time into the design of their layout. I also helped with some electronics for one of the special effects on the layout. So I can't wait to see that in action. So yeah, we got some great plans this year for some train layouts already in the works. Then also I plan on taking a trip up to Brady's Trains. So I might do a little bit of a vlog video of Brady's Trains as well, because I've never been to their shop. And then there's also another smaller train shop on the way up to Kennywood that I'd like to go to and film, possibly. We'll see. And then if we have time, I wouldn't mind checking out the Pittsburgh train station as well. Maybe do a video or something there, or a little vlog. So some great things are coming up for the channel. Also, I'd like to take a trip up to Strasburg when they start doing their Christmas trains. Maybe do a Christmas train chase, because I haven't filmed up at Strasburg in forever. And then there's also a couple other big events coming up that are live railroad related that I love to film and get on here for the channel and post very, very shortly. So keep your eyes and ears open. I'll be posting on the community tab. I still plan on doing one video a week to keep the channel alive, because that's it's been doing great. The channel's been actually doing very well. I miss doing these live streams, and I might start doing live streams from the hotel room again. It's like I said, I got to work out the computer, the electronic side of possibly doing like maybe some virtual like railroading or something, so I can at least talk to you guys. Then we can operate some trains or something on the computer. So, but that's it for now. It's my housekeeping spiel. It's a little bit past 8:30. I need to go to bed and wake up at the crack of dawn. But anyways, guys, I want to thank everyone so much for stopping in. I apologize if I missed any comments. But yeah, it's going to be a fun Christmas season. So, but anyways, if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe, leave a like below. Check out the new video that might be posted tonight. I'll do some proofreading before I send it up there on the internet. Anyways, guys, have a great rest of your week. Be safe out there. Stay off the tracks. If you're rail fanning, there's lots of crazy rail fan stuff going on. Just stay away from the tracks. Please, it's not safe. It's not worth it. But anyways, guys, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. See you guys.